Chao, estaba como perdido. Hola. No, no. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Oh, hola. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estamos? Siempre te voy comiendo. ¿Qué? ¿A botar la lombriz o para nada? ¿Cómo va? ¿Todo bien? ¿Cómo estamos? ¿Cómo mi hermano? ¿Cómo anda la cosa? Chica, tiempo que no le veía la cara, loco. Te pelaron con totuma, ¿sí o no? ¿Ah? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Mira. El trío de loca. Mentira. ¿Cómo están? Están como con sueño ustedes. Welcome, folks. Welcome. Step in. Welcome to Embera Puru. Just a little bit of instruction so you can orient yourself in the area. The most important part of this village are the bathrooms. Which is that little hut that you see over there. There's two bathrooms there. This closest tambo, which is the name that is given to this construction, is where they will normally have the stove or the cooking area. You see the ladies going up. And sometimes when we have people that want to overnight, that's where the area that we assign. We put some hammocks, tents, and that's where they sleep. Want to be higher up, you don't want to be insects too much, so that's why we have elevated areas here. This is normally where they'll have exposed their hand traps, as you can see, and then we have the village. Right now, in all Panama, the kids are in what you will call summer vacation. For us, it should be dry season vacation, but it's not dry. However, there is a school. If you look at the last house here, there's a trail that goes up to the school that they have. Of course, there's not going to be any activity right now because it's out. But just in case you want to check the area, let's give you about 10-15 minutes so you can go around. There's no problem, folks, in taking pictures to anyone in there. Okay? So no problem with that.
They speak a little bit of English.
They will some, but it's better if you have some.
Yeah. It's for school, probably.
That's real interesting. Yeah.
Let me cook. Do something.
Yeah.
Gardening or cooking.
This is cafeteria.
Cafeteria. That's interesting. I think they collect the rainwater and use it, purify it and use it here.
那扣合给他们这个。
Take people through that. Might take them down, take them out. You were in the front when we got there. Yeah.
손에 떠요?凉快。
这是生活挺好。
Vamos allá. Con esa pelota.
¡Oh! Por poquito, ¿qué bajó? Very related to the indigenous people of the Chocó. This is in Colombia area. As you know, for these people in the old days there was no boundaries, so they established in different locations. One is at Colombia in the Choco Valley, and the other one is in Darien, which, as they were a little bit separate, things changed in terms of the language. The Choco, which is now known as the Wonan, speaks a very different language from these people over here. So, even though they look the same, they cannot communicate at all. It's a really interesting indigenous group. In my personal opinion, one of the most interesting groups that we have in Panama, due to the fact that these people have survived for so many years. They have trained special forces of the United States in jungle survival training. Actually, they were the ones that trained the Apollo mission before going up to the moon. And it would sound strange to you guys because what these people had to do with training in jungle survival if they were going up to the moon. But if you do remember in those days when the capsule used to come back into Earth, sometimes it was difficult to know where really they landed. So they had to be capable to survive until when they were rescued. Coffee. Ay, ay, ay. This is great. Gracias, Zule. So, for that, these people had to be trained, and there were different specialties of survival. One had to do with Arctic, Antarctic, desert, ocean, and rainforest. So every one of the special troops of the United States has come into Panama in several occasions for jungle survival training, led by these people because they're the ones that know exactly what to find, how to survive, what to eat, what not to eat in areas of the tropical rainforest. Here we have Erito, or Erito, which is the person in charge here of giving you full details. They have like a special group of people that will take care of the part of tourism. There will be a general chief, which they call Noko, and they will have medicine man and like a shaman, which in their language is called Haibana. In the case of Erito, ¿quién es el Noko acá, Erito?
Cedeño.
Mr. Cedeño, which is, he's not here today. He's the chief or the Noko, but in his replacement is Erito, and he will give us full detailed information. Don Erito, muchas gracias.
Bueno, Chava, como no, buenos días.
Good morning.
Bueno, para nosotros es un placer tener a usted aquí con nosotros. Así que, pues, bienvenido a nuestra comunidad en Verapuru.
For us, it's a pleasure to have you here. We really appreciate your time spending here. So we want to say welcome to the Embera Peru community.
Y bueno, también le quiero decir que nosotros somos
Planting equipment also made from this type of wood. Palm, sorry, in this case.
Sí, Chava, y bueno, también toda nuestra casa tiene lo que es la escalera o el dumé, son hechos de madera y para subir pues tenemos que tener eso y cuando de repente una familia no está en la casa.
Yeah, this is a building that of course you have to go up to it. For your benefit, we have steps on this ones. But if you look at every one of the houses, it's very different. They have a whole trunk that is have incisions. It's called dume. And depending on how the dume is being put in the house, you will know if somebody's in or out. This is the indication if people are inside of the house or not. Whenever you see it the way it is now, for example, behind you guys, the dume is because somebody's home. Whenever it's put on the wrong side where there's no way to go up, it's because there's nobody at home at the moment. And whenever you don't see it, it's because they have put it up. Either the kids are upstairs being protected until when parents come back, or they're on vacation, or they went somewhere else, or they're hunting, or they're doing, you know, whatever else. So that's basically how they know if somebody's at home or not.
Así es, mi Chava. Bueno, también nosotros como Embera hay veces, bueno, tenemos, ¿no? Como el Aibaná, o tenemos el botánico, hay veces pues hay enfermedades que se curan aquí, o hay veces pues tenemos que ir a un hospital más cercano.
The majority of the sickness in terms of the village is treated either by the medicine man or the haibana. The difference is that medicine man works totally with herbs that he have studied or learned from generation to generation. Meanwhile, the Haibana goes more in a spiritual mode where he interacts, and depending on how he felt the person illnesses, he can invoke spirits from birds, from animals, from trees, and with dances and with the potions that is mixed by the medicine man, they will cure the person. In the majority of the cases, things will taken care right here. Very, very high in extremities, then they will go into a hospital in the city.
Así es. Bueno, también los niños van a la escuela, como ustedes vieron. Esta escuela pues solamente es primaria, ¿no? Que van de primer grado hasta sexto grado. Pero ya para ir lo que es el colegio, posible a la universidad, tenemos que ir a Panamá si tenemos la oportunidad.
The school that we have in the area is a school that works here. The teachers come from the city of Panama, and they teach from Monday to Friday, then they'll go back. The teachers live here on the weekdays. They have basically an elementary school, multi-grade. A teacher will take care, one of them from 1st to 3rd grade, and the other one from 4th to 6th. Okay, all in conjunction in one big room. So, they don't have any high school here. There's no college or university, so if anybody wants to do so, they have to travel into the city and take that. They goes into the woods, the gents, they go to the heart of the palm, which they have to be really careful because the palm is actually surrounded by large, pointy, what we'll call ferns, that if you're not careful, you can actually it could go through your skin. So they have to go to the top of the palm and strip the palm off from the fibers of the heart, bring it over here, ladies will wash it, and then tread it one by one and put it to dry. Whenever it's dry and the green color is not anymore, it's all white, then they start the process to ink them, naturally wise. And how they do it? Well, they use nature again to work on that part. This is the white that they get from it. Okay? Whenever they want to have, for example, this kind of orangey nice color, they will get this, and as you can see, is a root. Okay, this is related to the how you call that? I just got stuck in between English and Spanish. It's a root that's related to the ginger. They call it IWGIA, but this is related to Jesus. Can't get it right now. However, if you look at the root, almost the same. What they will do, they will take the root and grind it and put it in water and boil the fibers for about 2 hours. leather on the top. And you see the guy scraping the bamboo. And it's basically to give another little bit of rhythm. Then you have some gourds with seeds inside that acts like maraca. And of course you have the turtle that follows the rhythm. Only the shell. ¿Listo, muchachos? invite you to participate. Otherwise, the boat is not available to go back. Hey, yo no sé. Llegues así no me meto, compa.
So these families are not related.
When you mean related, what you mean with
I
related?
mean that the children will marry away.
Married away.
Or married to other places, other villages.
In other villages, yes.
Yeah. So,
Of the same kind.
Yeah, so people in the same village,
You have several different families that are not related here.
Yeah, they can be related, like brothers.
No, you don't have any intermarriage in between brothers, cousins, sisters. No.
Okay,
That
but
doesn't happen. It's not allowed.
you can have two brothers who
Mismo,
get wives from other places.
From other places, yes.
Yeah.
Or from even other families that are inside here.
Tirado su frente.
Allá hay. Mi tiempo.
Con el calorcito ese no se le acerca cucaracha, no se nada.
¿Qué es ese?
Jamón. Ponte que si tuvieras agarrado un saín y lo pusiste ahí para que el mismo calor te lo cocinara. Igualito. Y lo mismo, igualito.
¿Pero eso qué? ¿Pavo?
Jamón.
Pavo sí. No hay que prepararlo como un día, 2 días.
¿Qué te pasó? ¿Te caíste?
¿O ese pavo? ¿Qué tal?
Ah, agua. Nosotros, bueno, el pavón para ustedes. Estamos hablando del pavo criollo que viene de la ciudad. En el caso mío, yo conseguí algo para que le dé sabor. Agarras uno rojo, lo bañas por dentro y por fuera, como si estuvieras bañándolo, así, bañado, no inyectado, bañado. Te consigues una botellita pequeña de coñac y lo mezclas con por dentro. Yo lo hago con pan molido, pan viejo de la casa, lo mojo en licor, lo mojo en jerez y con vino y lo meto dentro con sal y pimienta. Y lo dejo ahí. 2 horas después, vaya para el horno. 350 grados como por una media hora. Saca ese pavo con cualquier. El pavo está mucho más barato. El pavo está como a 1.75 la libra. Ya yo tengo que preparando la cena. Hermano, no dura la Navidad, por ejemplo, está claro que la va a ir regalo. Bueno, Semana Santa para nosotros es una fiesta de nosotros. Pero Semana Santa para nosotros es una después de estar con el estómago apretado porque es una para supuestamente Ladies, you all set? Ready? Nos vamos, señores, pues, a la cascada.